Excuse me, my pajamas. I had a big night. Got up in the middle of the night, couldn't get back to sleep. So I haven't had a full hungover sleep yet. Hi, Sandy Kane. Hi, Amelia. Hi, Zena. Hi, Arupa. Hi, Mother of Three Kings. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Oh, you want to go outside, do you? No, Doc wants to go outside. What's happening, guys? I'm drinking right now, Loz. Happy to see you. Oh, are you? I was doing that last night. Hi, Kat. Hi, guys. Hi, Christy Scott Wade. Hi, Sinthu. Hi, guys. Hi, Melissa 35, 34. Hi, Cool Hun K. Brittany Nicole here. Hi, guys. What's happening? Sorry if I'm lackluster this morning. I'm half asleep. Had too many wines. Someone said to me, you sure you need to have that last wine? You're driving. I was like, oh, I'll be fine. And then I go, oh, I can't drive. Hi. Hi, Janet. Hi, Sensible Realtor. Oh, thanks, Lockie, for the roses. How sweet of you. What's happening, guys? SP and I hooked up again. He can't resist me. Oh, Janet! Woohoo! Really? Keep saying that, girl. Yes. Love it, Janet. I'm so pleased. Yay, in for the regulars. Hey, guys. Oh, okay. Half rampaged. Oh, no, half. That's one of two. I rampaged telling my SP to call me and my ex from... When Janet told me today, I screamed, yes, really, just like I did. I was legit jumping this morning when I read this, jumping for joy. Yay, guys. Oh, Janet, that's brilliant. Now, Janet, you know what not to do based on last time. So last time you let your thoughts kind of undo a bit and you got a little bit fearful after last time. Don't do that this time. Got it? Get a handle on your thoughts. He can't resist me. He can't resist me. He's hooking up with me because he can't fucking resist me. There's no one he wants but me. He can't fucking resist me. It's all about me, 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 me. Keep saying that. Yes, I know better this time. Good. Really, darling, if any of those thoughts creep in, and I mean any of them, you tell those motherfuckers to fuck off. Got it? You've got this, okay? Good. Affirmations for communication. He's constantly calling and texting me. He's blowing up my phone. I have heaps of those on my TikTok, darling. But you just got to imagine you and them together. It's not just affirming for the contact. It's imagining you're actually together. Because you could get contact all day but not be together. Does this happen? Does what happen? Yes, she is. I was going to text you and see how you're doing. What's this? What are we asking? Oh, thanks, Sandy Kane, for the rose. I was legit jumping, sorry. 25 years ago, called me at 3 a.m. Oh, see, we're trying to tell your SP to call you, and an ex from 25 years ago called you at 3 a.m. Oh, well, wrong ex, but it's still working. Oh, funny. Look, guys, it still works. Okay, I was getting hit on last night by a girl. It still works. Okay, if it's working on them, it's working on your SP. Okay. No, Alex Brown. I don't go live with people. Sorry. I'm going down. I'm going down. Does what happen, Kay Design? I don't know what you mean. What did I miss? Oh, we only just started, darling. I'm holding Janet accountable. She's getting her man. No ifs and no buts. Yes, Brittany. That's why it's so good you guys are supporting each other, because you really will keep each other accountable if you start to spiral. And I'm not saying go in the chat group and spiral, but I'm saying I can't be on live all the time. And if you guys are in those little chat groups together, it's lovely if you're being really supportive. Not if you're going there and spiraling like some people are doing and venting and shit. But if you've just got a small group and you're really there for each other, it's wonderful. Wonderful. Hi here, kitty kitty. SPB movement this week. He invited me over after lockdown. Haven't been inside his house 3 years. Haven't you? Oh, my God. He invited you over. Haven't been inside his house for 3 years, really? Wonderful, darling. Love that. Janet is already blissfully married. Yes, I love that. Yes, guys, go right to the end. Right to the end. I keep forgetting to do that myself. Even though I tell you guys all the time. Kat and Janet are killing it. Yes. I'm not exactly sure how to manifest an SP. All right, darling. So I want you, if it's an old SP, like an ex, I want you to imagine you never broke up, or if you did, you're now back together and you're together in your mind. And I want you to work on the shitty self-concept stuff that you were thinking, the fearful thoughts you were having during the relationship and around the breakup that caused the situation to break up. Okay, and work on those. I've got a lot of videos on this in the Facebook group, Subconscious Laws. Go to the Facebook group and watch all the lives back. Watch number 25 and number 41, number 67, number 77, and then concentrate on working on your self-concept and also see you and them together and live in the end with them. Okay, but if they're a new person, you can imagine how you want them to be and write a perfect man or woman checklist and imagine you're already with them. Either way, you've got to imagine you're already with them. Okay. My posts are in waiting only in the Facebook group every time, not being posted. Don't know why. Probably because they're a question, Soul Queen. Probably because they're a fucking question. I have 100 and something questions sitting in there I am not posting. Have you read the group rules? Did you watch the introductory video? Did you read the rules when you joined the group? When I said answer these 3 questions, it says, please do not post questions in the page. You must put them in the Q&A forum that's posted every Monday. Guys, if you put a question, if there's one fucking question, the main page is for success stories only and encouraging posts. That's it. No questions on the main page. Don't send them for approval. I won't approve them. Stick them in the Q&A forum. We don't want it to become like Kim Belez's group full of fucking negative beliefs and woe is me and negativity and negative all fucking day. Put that in the forum. It's in the Q&A forum topic. Okay, just put Q&A forum in the topics or just scroll down. You'll find a big Neville Goddard quote and you'll see the latest Q&A forum. Okay, darling? Sorry about that if you put the question, but you go copy and paste the question and put it back there. No looking back now, Kat and Janet, you're both living in the end. Yes, love that. Yes, guys. Look, 3D circumstances can absolutely throw you from living in the end, but like when the 3D circumstances are good, it really helps. Okay? So now that they're good, really up the ante of the living in the end. Got it? Why did that trigger you? What's happening, Pink Sugar? What? Someone on your Facebook said they have been affirming since October and no movement. It triggered me. Well, then you're fucked, Pink Sugar. Guys, some people, it takes ages. Other people, it takes a week. Have you got rid of the old story about your SP? Probably not. If that's triggering you, then you're looking at the 3D, you're letting things throw you, you're allowing the whole 3D circumstances to throw you, including other people's comments. Do you know what that person was doing since October? Were they working on their shitty self-concept? Bet you they fucking weren't. Did they get rid of the old story about their SP? Bet you they didn't. That's always the problem. They could be working on their self-concept all fucking day. But when the old story's still there, they're fucked. I know that from experience because my head is full of old story. I am all old story. That's why I keep saying to you guys, you've got to get rid of the old story. It is the most important thing with an ex-SP. Okay, not a new SP, you've got no old story. You might have old stories about relationships in general, but not about that person. Do you know the circumstances of that thing, darling? Why are you comparing yourself to other people when you don't even know what the circumstance is? You don't even know what they're affirming. I keep seeing triggering things as affected my thinking. I wish I didn't see it. Well, guys, I don't know what to say to you. Okay, you get triggered. Fuck, I was triggered yesterday like a bitch yesterday morning, and I just thought, oh, well, I could let this ruin my whole fucking day. I'm going out tomorrow night. I could have the worst night ever. Or I could decide that I'm going to see another meaning in this. I'm going to see another story in this. And I was upset for a while. And every now and again, I go back to the old story. I was like, no, this is what this is going to mean. This is what this is going to mean. Because 3D can throw you guys. And when it does, only you can handle your brain deciding what it means for you. Only you can do that. You're going to allow it to trigger you and you're going to go down the road, the rabbit hole of being triggered. Well, then you're fucked. You're either learning to control your brain or you're not. Which is it? Those of you who get triggered and just spiral and spiral and spiral, well, no point being here. Honestly. All manifestation is about is mind control. Can you control your mind? If you can't, you're fucked. It's that simple. Thank you, Lois. You're the best. Oh, welcome, darling. How can I affirm I will get approved for my apartment? Just imagine you live in the apartment. Don't worry about the approval. Imagine you live there already. I love my new apartment. I love having my furniture in here. I can see it clearly that my couch is there, my bed's there. oh, it's so lovely and comfortable and warm and cozy, and the kitchen's so beautiful to cook in, and da-da-da-da-da. Have a whole story about how great it is to live in that apartment, and you will live there. Imagine your furniture there. Look at every single picture you took of the apartment or online, and imagine your furniture in that apartment. You live there already. They can't not approve you if you live there on your head already. SP and I broke up in November. I've been manifesting since May. Grand scheme of things, it's nothing. Yes, guys, it's really nothing. Thank you, Brittany. That's right. In the grand scheme of if you're married next year, what does since November, October mean? How to get a new story. Imagine a new one. Create a new one. No, he loves me and only me. No, he's never met a girl like me. No, no one compares to me. If there's a third party, right? No. He could fuck 1,000 girls. They're not me. New story could be about you and them. He loves me and only me if you felt unloved and unwanted by him, unchosen. No. He does love me. He loves everything about me. He loves it when I act crazy. He doesn't care about when I've blown up in the past. He loves me anyway. He loves me. New story if the old story was he doesn't love me. The opposite of what you were thinking the whole time. TikTok triggers me. Well, stop fucking watching it. Loz, you yelling at me was great. I literally transcribed what you said, and they are my new affirmations. Oh, did I? Oh, God, what did I yell at you about? Don't judge your progress on others. Everyone is different with different resistance. Yes, guys, absolutely. Choose to feel good and work on subconscious rewriting old story. Yes, Lilo, yes. I had a rough day yesterday. Then I started affirming. Yep. And SP called and said, I love you. Oh, really, darling? Oh, that's wonderful. Lovely. Imagine the vows SP and I will read to each other at our wedding in the shower today. Tears of joy. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful living in the end. The vows you'll say, we went through hell to get here, didn't we? And there was that fucking, time when we didn't speak. But look at us now. Oh, God, that's beautiful. That's a great visualization to have. Or a scripting exercise. Your vows. I love that. What a beautiful idea, Selena. Beautiful. Never thought of that. That's wonderful. I'm Ari, by the way. Oh, it's Ari. Oh, I did yell at you. I remember now. I manifested my SP coming back. He said that he's been stalking my socials and Spotify, lol. Oh, did you, darling? Hooray! He said he's been stalking your socials. See, you don't know what they're doing, guys. How do you know if there's no movement? How do you know they're not posting things on socials just to get your attention, even if they look bad? Even if they're with some other girl? You're like, oh no, he's with someone else. And you think, oh, God, it's all over. Oh, I give up. And then you find out later he was doing that to get your attention. He was doing that to make you jealous. Got it? I'm mad because I was doing so good for a while and work on some concept. I shouldn't have looked. Oh, look, guys, looking at the socials is the worst. The worst is when you follow each other and they're your first person who always pops up. So even if you're not following, you don't go and look, they'll pop up. That happens on my Facebook, kills me. It's like, if it's really bad because you're not actively going and seeking out things, but it will just pop up anyway on your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever. That's the kind of thing you have to fight your mind. Like if you see things you don't like that have popped up, but you didn't go and seek it out, you're like, right? Just don't let it affect you guys. Hang on, scrolling down. Are we leveling up from what Eckhart Tolle teaches? He's just conscious in the present moment. Oh, he's all about the now and that's it. He doesn't manifest shit. He's just like, let life happen to you. Great, Eckhart. I would like to actually be in control of my fucking life, dude. I mean, I don't think he talks about manifesting things very much. He's just more about controlling the thoughts in your mind and letting the thoughts pass and all that shit, which is great. But then how are you creating the life you want? You're just kind of constantly walking around this zen now moment. Wonderful. But we actually want to get shit here. A psychic says relationship with USP is soiled because we were intimate within the first 3 months. Lynette, have you been here before? That's your thoughts out of the fucking psychic's mouth. Oh, I really fucked up. I shouldn't have had sex with him so soon. Maybe that's why this is all going to shit now. Maybe he's not so interested because I was too easy. La 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 la. And she goes, you've soiled the relationship. you silly bitch. And you're like, but really you fucking thought that. Please go and watch my videos. You're confused as hell if you're listening to psychics. They're just reflecting your thinking, darling. I don't know what to say to you. You're going to them out of fear. Why'd you go to her in the first place? Because you're fearful. Ta-da! And then she gave you something to be fearful about. That's how they work. I'm very nervous today. I guess it's because my reality is shifting. Oh, is it, darling? Well, good. Not good that you're nervous, but good that it's shifting. Had a rough 2 weeks, but it was my birthday yesterday. Oh, was it, Paula? Happy birthday. So I'm like, new age, new time to start fresh. Wonderful, darling. Happy birthday. Oh, hope you had a lovely day. Oh, darling. Yes, look, birthdays are a great time to start fresh. I was talking to my friend last night about my birthday coming up and saying my mum isn't going to know it's my birthday. And I'm just like, that's going to be weird. It's going to be the first time. Like last year, I was like, it's my birthday, Mum. And she was like, and I said, you can give me this. And I gave her a rose off a bush to hand me. And the next minute, she pulled all the petals off and was sitting in the car with the broken rose. And I was like, oh, that went down like a bag of shit. But this year, she won't even register that it's even my birthday. Every time I have my period, I get so emotional, it's hard to stay in the wish fulfilled. Any tips? Look, guys, sometimes you do. Sometimes shit happens or you get your period. Don't let that affect you too much. Just have the moment for the days that you're feeling bad and then jump back on the horse later. Don't worry about it. Just affirm through it if you can. My SP deleted his ex from social like I wanted him to. My affirmations are working. Oh, love it. Anyone waiting one-to-one since Laws taking a break, I highly recommend Manifesting Kimberly. She was great. Oh, anyone wanting a one-to-one? Oh, you went and did a Manifesting Kimberly one-to-one? Oh, lovely. Good, darling. SP keeps asking to see me, lol. Really? Wonderful. Lol, she helped me so much. Thank you for everything. Oh, darling, you're welcome, Zena. My SP said today, I don't want to give you hope and do you pain. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so that's you thinking it's a hopeless situation and that he doesn't want you and therefore they're saying that, or she doesn't want you. Stop thinking that. Just it's your fears out of their mouth. Don't worry about it. Revise it if you can. Hey, Loz, it's hard watching my SP on TikTok do lives and all these girls want him, so I have to keep... What? Self-concept on point. Darling, I'm on live every day. If a guy writes some sleazy comment, am I like going into their DMs and talking to them? It's a live. They're strangers. What the fuck are you worried about? That's your shit, darling. Are you seriously threatened by girls on lives? They're strangers that he can't even see. Don't worry about it. Work on your self-concept more. Anything that's comparing yourself to other people. Allowing anyone to seem like competition to you in your reality. How do you get back on track when the 3D knocks you in the face? Oh, I know. Look, it does. That happened to me yesterday. Look, guys, all I can say to you is you've got to decide, how badly do I want this? Am I going to throw the baby out with bathwater and give up? There's a few DMs I've got. Someone wrote today, oh, blah, 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 do I give up? And I'm like, well, I can't make the decision for you. It's like, how bad do you want the person? Do you love them or not? That's the decision you have to make. Whether they say, whatever they say, guys, revise, they are wrong. They are obviously delusional. Yes! Love that. Here, kitty, kitty. Love it. Hi, Loz. What if you pretend... What are you saying, Will? Wait a second. What if you pretend it's your mum's birthday? It might help a little. What if you pretend it's your mum's birthday? Oh, yeah, I could do that. Thank you, darling. My SP won't even talk to me. Well, darling, stop saying that. He's always talking to me. He can't live without me. He has to talk to me. He doesn't feel right. Say things like that, darling. I definitely don't want to give up. Well, then, see, Boost, it's up to you guys. Look, I can't be this cheerleader for you guys all the time. Like, I feel like giving up things daily. And then I'm like, well, hang on. Well, then what am I going to do? You think, well, I'm still going to think about it. So what would be the point of giving it up? You know what I mean? What's wrong with psychics? Nothing wrong with psychics, guys, but you go to them from a fearful place. Why are you going to them otherwise? I'm happy and everything in my life is great. I'm going to go to a psychic, said no one ever. So all they're going to reflect back to you is what everyone else does, which is your thinking. So if you go there from a fearful place, they will reflect your fears. And that's when people say, he said she's never coming back. And then you go, well, yeah. That's because you were thinking that. That's why you went. Go to them if you want, guys. But if you're going to be thrown by what they say, I don't fucking go. Reality really is no evidence of what my brain is saying, lol. What really is no evidence of what my brain is saying? What's this, Nat? Thought my self-concept was great, but as soon as I don't get a reply from my ISP, my brain goes stupid. Well, Nat, really is no evidence of what my brain is saying. Well, then clearly your self-concept's still in the loo. You put that picture of the shark on the wall and telling yourself you're that? Clearly not. Keep going, Nat. Look, you're just going to go back to the old habits. Just don't fall into them. Be vigilant, Nat. Fuck's sake. How can I manifest being approved for an ideal apartment faster than expected? Just imagine you live there. It's the same answer I give everyone about houses. Imagine you live there already. My mum always used to tell me this because she's a real estate agent. She used to say to me, if you go to a house ever and the boxes are already packed, put the lowest ball offer you can possibly put because those people have moved out in their mind. In their mind, they're already living somewhere else. And it's true. Right? I want you to be living somewhere else already. Wherever that apartment is, if you know what it looks like, live there now. Another great weekend with my SP. Oh! Who's this? I've missed it. Scrolled up. Going to a psychic is usually for validation, which we don't need. Exactly, guys. Yeah, you're trying to validate as well. That's the other thing. Fear and validation. What if they were never in your life physically in the first place? Does that mean no old story? Yes, look, if they were never in your life physically and you've got no old story attached to them, don't worry about getting rid of the old story. Just create a story, the favourable story that you want with them. You will never give up. Yeah, exactly. Hang on, I missed this that I was reading. It's gone down. I saw your video where you create the third party and can you make her go away? Can you explain how? I saw your video where you create the third party and you can make her go away. Can you explain how? By saying, you're a nothing. You're a nothing burger. Make her a nothing in your reality. You thought he might find someone new. Oh, here she is. So what am I going to do? Focus on her? Well, no, that's what created her. I thought about the fact that she might come along, that he might not want me. And therefore, now there's this new person. Now, if I focus on her more, and again, in reality, now that she's turned up, she's just going to stay here. My brain created her. It can uncreate her by not focusing on the bitch. Stop focusing on her and start seeing you and your SP together and act like the bitch doesn't fucking exist in your mind. Got it? I'm affirming I'm the one who makes them stay. Haven't really done my SP affirmations. Yeah, but Nat, oh, hang on. Thought that, haha, have amped it up. Haven't really been doing SP affirmations. Good. Okay, well, go harder, can Nat, honestly. Are you good, Loz? I'm all right. I had a shitty day yesterday. But thank you, darling, for asking. So you either willingly change your thoughts or you left the negative run you. Yes, guys, yes. Don't let the negative run you. How do you know when to end it with an SP and find someone new? I'm working on self-concept daily. Beth, if you can't get rid of the old story about them, if you can't change their behaviour, if they're still turning up like a jerk and you can't change it and you're exacerbated and you're just like, oh, fuck this shit, then... because you can't see them differently. When you can't see them differently, that's when. That's my answer on that. When you can't ever see them differently, you can't see them turning up differently, you can't fathom a different situation, a favourable situation between you and them and a new them that's favourable to you, that's when you give up because you're never going to be able to see them that way. And that's based completely on your self-concept. Whatever it is, Beth, that you can't see differently about him is linked to your self-concept feelings about yourself. He doesn't love me, because I'm not lovable enough. Because he's going to choose other people over me. He doesn't care about me. People don't care about me. My feelings aren't valid. He doesn't validate my feelings, just like other people. People don't listen to me. People don't want to hear my grief. People don't want to hear my story. Whatever he's doing is linked to the things you already feel about yourself and think about yourself. And until such time as you can change that he's in you, and you can change those concepts in you, you're fucked. That's why I say, guys, this isn't magic. This requires fucking hard work of changing your thoughts. And if you can't do it, give up. I know that's probably not what any manifestation coach should say to you. But there are some of you in here who can't change your thinking. Then you're coming to me saying, when do you give up? When you can't change your thinking. That's all manifesting is. Changing, consciously changing your thinking. It's all conscious manifesting is. You're manifesting all day. But the conscious manifesting is consciously changing your thinking to the outcome that you do want, to the you do want, to the them you want, to the future you want. Got it? How to tell if your old story is playing out, if your current thoughts, or if your current thoughts are creating it. If the old story is playing out, it's because it's plaguing your mind. Are you thinking it at all? Then it's playing out still. If it's, you can see it in your reality, yeah, it's still playing out. And you shouldn't have to check where you're at with psychics. You should already know, yeah. Is there such a thing as manifesting someone back too many times? Well, that's called my self-concept's in the fucking toilet, and every time I get them back, I fuck it up with my shitty self-concept and lose them again, and then I have to get them back. If you're doing that, it's not a great vicious cycle to be in, darling. But there's no such thing as not getting them back. But I would seriously question why your self-concept's so in the toilet, or why you get so triggered when they get back that you keep fucking it up. Get them back a million times for all I care, but you'll lose them again if you don't work on you and change you. Kim shared the Neville story of a woman who met the man through a friend. She had to move. Oh, yeah, that's Mrs. J.E.? No, that's not the Mrs. J.E. story. That's the one where he found her, even though... although there was something on that video, I watched it this morning, and she said, and then I listened to this guy called John such and such, and he suggested the 5 senses, using your 5 senses. And I felt like writing Kimberly. That's what Neville says. He stole the Neville shit and said it was his idea, whoever this John fuckwit is. I hate when people steal Neville shit and then go, I've thought of this all by myself. I'm like, no, you haven't. Wayne Dyer. It's all fucking Neville wish fulfilled. Stop fucking saying it's all about yourself. You thought it up. Loz, any affirmations for nailing my job interview tomorrow? I have the job already. I love this job. This is the greatest job I've ever been given. This job, I was a shoo-in for this job. This job is amazing for me, and they love me. As soon as I walked in that interview, they fucking love me. They knew I was the perfect candidate. I didn't have to worry because I knew I had it already. It was in the bag. Lived in the state of having it already. I gave someone last night when we were sitting in a bar, she was telling me she was on a fertility meds, and I just started giving her fertility affirmations for being a mum, and she suddenly just went, I'm going to cry. And I was like, and then she just handed me the phone. She said, could you write those down, please? Right? Because what I was saying really affected her about, I am the greatest mum. Being a mum is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Being a mother is my birthright. I got pregnant so easily. I love my little baby, things like that. Living from the end of already being a mum. Live from the end of already having the job, darling. Can I repeat my self-concept affirmations as much as I can all day, or is that excessive? Darling, you're going to be repeating all the shit you think about yourself all day, and all self-concept affirmations is replacing that old shit. Do it as much as you like. SP said, I really miss your grandmother and loved her very much, which is lovely, but... What, Emily? I told myself that he really misses and loves me, just can't say it yet. Yes, say that, darling. Why is he saying that about your grandmother? What he's saying is, I miss my life with you. I miss hanging out with your family. I miss everything about our life. I miss you. Hi, Loz. I wanted to be friends with my ex, but he blocked me. Is there any point in still manifesting? I am Lizzie. Have you been here before? Is there any point in still manifesting? You're still manifesting anyway. Even if you stop consciously doing it, you're manifesting whatever the fuck you don't want. That's why people, when you say give up, you go, okay, you're just going to manifest what you don't want now. So, do you want that or what? Go and watch my fucking lives in the Facebook group. You're lost as hell. Okay. You want to be friends with your ex, but he blocked you. Do you actually want to be back with him, or you think you're so low down the totem pole of importance in his life that you're just going to take friendship? I'll just be a friend because I want you still in my life because I feel like I'm a piece of shit, so I'll just take friendship even though I really actually want you back, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if there's any point still manifesting even this friendship because my self-concept's in the shitter. Guys, if you want them back, don't accept friendship. That's called my self-concept is shit. I used to do that when I was young. Oh, yes, let's remain friends. Fuck that. I want you back, motherfucker, and I'm going to get you back. Isn't that what you want? Or you want to just be their friend? I don't believe you, but okay. They've blocked you because of your shitty self-concept. Go to the Facebook group and watch number 25, please. God damn it. Is it possible to manifest a person that you like but lives far and you had no idea you exist? Yes, guys, circumstances don't matter. I don't care if they've never met you in their whole lives. It doesn't matter. You can manifest a person you've never met. I did that once, a celebrity that I'd never met, well, a semi-celebrity. I ended up in a relationship with this person, right? I just imagined me and him together. I didn't know how we were going to meet. And the next minute, I saw that he was doing a talk up the street from my house at this tech conference. And I was like, oh my God, it's around the corner. We are all here for you, Loz. Oh, thanks, Kat. Yeah, yesterday was shit. Stay living in the end. Let that old shit go. They're yours already. What are you worried about? Yes, love that, Janet. Is it possible to manifest a person that you like but lives... I saw the one. Loz, any affirmations for nailing my job? I saw the one. Visualize being married to him for 30 days. He found her and they married months later. Yes, I love that story. It's in the... Oh, hang on. No, it's in one of his lectures, actually, that story. It's not the Mrs. J.E. Mrs. J.E. was the one where she went on a date with him and then she just imagined she was Mrs. J.E. I am Mrs. J.E. I love being Mrs. J.E. because that was his name, J.E. Or was it that? Maybe it is that one. Kept telling myself the story is lagging and that's why she's showing up, but they'll break up soon. Yes, that's lovely. That's why she's showing up. And also, guys, when there's a third party, just say, she's going to help me get him back because every day he's with her, he realizes she's not me. She doesn't get him like me. She doesn't know him like me. She doesn't make love to him like I do. She doesn't love him like I do. And she's a constant reminder that I'm better. So that. I think our old story is too much. Well, then, Beth, you're fucked. Then get rid of it. Or get rid of him. Either way. Guys, if you can't get rid of the old story, you are fucked. I can't say this enough. That's my biggest problem, is my old story. I can't get rid of it. It's really fucking hard because it's completely tied to my shitty self-concept, right? When I say to you these things, I'm not saying it out of my ass because I watched a Dylan James video about it or something and just copied what he said or whoever the fuck. I'm saying it from experience. You have to get rid of the old story about your SP or you are fucked. The end. It's really that simple, guys. If you've had a history with them, the history has to go. You have to see them anew. See for the blind man. Neville says it all the time. Death to the old man. Give life to the new man. You cannot be a servant of two masters. Have you ever heard that expression? It's from the Bible. You can't have two stories running at once. You can't be the servant to the old story and then the servant to the new story. You can only serve one. Which one are you serving? Got it? Rewrite all negatives into positive and work on how you view yourself. Yes, darling, I love that. Loz, I feel like it's taking too long. Well, then it will, darling. I know to be patient, but how do I do it's problematic. Like, well, darling, look, if you think it's taking too long, I don't know what to tell you. What part of this don't you get? You're looking at it. You're thinking it's taking too long, so it will. The longer you look at it, you're watching a pot boil and it won't boil. Stop fucking looking at it. I heard that last night. Oh, what? Don't be a servant. You can't be a servant of two masters. How did you decide you wanted your new SP and not the old SP? Because the old SP wasn't, even though he was turning up the way I wanted, I had too much old story attached to him. Way too much old story. And I don't know if I even believed he was turning. It was such a turnaround in the way he changed. I almost couldn't believe it. It was so different. And even now, when he hangs out with me now, and my best friend said to me, you could tell when he was sitting there telling you he was going to name his baby after you, the way he was looking at you, I was like, I still am dumbfounded the way he talks to me, like doe-eyed talking to me. I'm like, who is this dude? Like, he was so different when we were together 6 years ago, right? So I almost couldn't believe it was too good to be true, the turnaround with him, but I'd already wanted the other person. That's why. What's a good affirmation? To go from friends to a committed relationship. Stop friend zoning yourself. They're so committed to me. They've got feelings about me. They're so sexual. They're fantasizing about me every night. They can't stop thinking about me. They want to throw their arms around me. They just want to be in bed with me. Make it more sexual if you want to turn it from friendship to relationship. Loz, you're becoming drained with the lies. Well, that's why I didn't do any yesterday, guys. I was drained emotionally yesterday myself, so I just thought I can't. Sammy says, if you're not seeing any changes in 3 weeks, you're not doing it right. What the fuck is she talking about? Look, Sammy gets a whole lot of Neville shit confused. Sammy gets a whole lot of stuff that Neville has said completely screwy, which one of them is this 3 weeks thing. Neville explains very clearly that in the Bible, 3 weeks means Trinity, which means the feeling of completion, that it's complete, it's a triangle, it's joined up, it's complete, it is done. He doesn't mean 3 fucking weeks, Sammy Ingram. What are you talking about, you dumb bitch? I love her, but that's one thing that she's said on a video, a really old video, that she's got completely fucking wrong, and people have just run with it, and I'm like, that's not even what he meant, but I don't know where the fuck you're getting this from. So what? Her weight loss manifestation journey has taken a whole lot longer than 3 fucking weeks. She's still huge. She must have failed. She must be a terrible manifesting coach. You know what I mean? Sorry, but she's a big girl and she's been trying to lose weight since I started watching her at the beginning of last year. It's been longer than 3 weeks, I mean. What are you talking about? That's wrong. Wrong. She's just misinterpreted what Neville said there completely. Okay. It's in reference to the Bible saying 3 weeks. Yes, Queen. A double-minded, I didn't mean to be mean then about Sammy's weight, but that's her bane of her existence, her weight. And she constantly goes on videos talking about how she doesn't care about your opinion about it, but it's her old story. She's got this huge old story about her weight and she can't shake it. And that's why she can't shake her weight. And it's her biggest problem. When I listen to her biggest problem is her story attached to her body. And it's been a lot longer than 3 weeks since she started her weight loss journey. Trust me. Saying the same stuff, I don't mean to be rude about it, but I'm just using that as an example for her about 3 weeks because she looks gorgeous, whatever size she is, okay? She's a gorgeous girl. I'm just saying she can't really say that about 3 weeks because then she's failed in her own journey. You understand? I don't mean to be mean. What's this? How do you deal with all these people who just can't change their thinking because you're constantly saying the same stuff over and over, Loz? How do you deal with all these people who just can't change their thinking because you're saying the same stuff over and over, Loz? Look, guys, sometimes you have to hear the same stuff over and over for it to sink in. I had to watch Sammy, listen to Neville, listen to Create Your Future, read every Neville lecture a million times, listen to every Neville lecture a million times to really get this. Sometimes you do have to hear it over and over and over and over and over and over and over until one day the penny drops. So I don't mind repeating myself because I know I needed the repetition myself. Hi, Loz, what is the right way of scripting? Oh, darling, just get a pen, open your journal. Oh, look, here's my journal. I love it. My friend got it for me in England. I was like, oh, it's perfect. Right? And just write whatever it is that you... Like, oh, here's, I'll show you the one about my car. But like, you know, just script whatever shit you want. Okay? But what I'm saying is it could be something like this. This is an example of me with my car. Okay, so I've got a little white hatchback out in the driveway, brand spanking new, when I was trying to get a second-hand car. And this is what I wrote in the back. On Sunday, the 29th of November. I love, love, love my new car. It was so fucking easy for me to get, like taking candy from a baby. Everyone wants to give me everything I want. Even crappy credit doesn't stop me from getting all the loans I want. A car, a house, anything. Oh, yeah. Then I wrote, where's the rest of it? Here it is. I love my fancy new car. Okay. Oh, and I wrote here, I put in, you'll see, I love my fancy new hatchback car. Okay. It was so easy for me to get. It's white and almost brand spanking new with a warranty. It's got a 7-year warranty. Gorgeous interior, so technological. I can listen to my videos whilst driving. It's got a sat nav. I can watch videos and talk and text while driving. It does the talk to text. What would you like to say? Would you like to send? Okay. My last car didn't even have air conditioning. Okay. And it cost so little to fill up the petrol tank. And I got petrol vouchers because they fucked up the keys. And so they gave me petrol vouchers when I got the car. Hundreds of dollars of petrol vouchers. And it cost me next to nothing with no hassles. I get whatever I want so easily. And I got a brand new car. That's the back of my journal. And when I read it to my dad, maybe I should take you out and show you my car, show you, prove to me you what I'm talking about. Come see my car. right? So a brand new hatchback, technological, so easy for me to get, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll show you this car, guys, so you actually know what I'm talking about. So in my mind, I was only getting a second-hand car, but I kept writing new car, new car. And while I was driving my old car, I kept saying new car, okay? And I didn't realise that, you know, manifestation's perfect, that it literally gave me the car I was describing, brand new. And I wasn't expecting to get that, okay? So here's my car. Right. Brand spanking new. And, hang on. It's exactly the car I imagined. Right. Exactly the car. And if you look inside, it's technological. Look, technological. Technological. Exactly the car I was describing. Right? There you go. You can see my car now. But that's it, look. Exactly the car. Little tiny white hatchback. And in my mind, it was square. It was a square-shaped car. And that's very square in my imagination. Come on, what are you doing? Very square. And I didn't know what car brand it was. I just knew it was square. Square looking. That's what I wanted, a square one. Come on. Sorry, guys, that's a little detour showing you my car because I've been going on about showing you that journal entry in my car. And I wrote that in November and I got the car in December. Okay? And I just didn't let anyone's no stop me. I got no, you can't get finance, no, you can't even get a yes loan, your finance is so fucked, no. Everyone told me no. And I just kept persisting, no, I get a car, no, I love my new car, no, I love my new car. And I kept driving my old car as my new car, drive my old car as my new car. Drive this reality as your new reality. See this reality as your new reality. You know what I mean? Like, don't let this reality throw you. I didn't let my shitty old car throw me. Same with your SP, guys. Loz, can I declare a deadline for my manifestation? You can if you want, but I don't. What brand is that? I don't know much about cars. It's an MG. And my whole life I've wanted a vintage MG, Sportster, Roadster. That's an MG. The Lozmobile, yes! Someone, oh God, so funny. Last night, a friend of my friends, she'd been telling him about the TikTok account and he said, and he's a film director and he's like, Loz, I've thought of a few things for you. He's like, you need to tell your followers they need to visualize it. If you want to realize your dreams, you need to visualize it. And I was like, genius. Can I trademark that? So funny. It makes me so happy you got exactly what you envisioned. Right, guys. So, thank you, darling. If I can do that with a car, why can't you do that with an SP? It's exactly how I envisioned that. Even though I was driving an old shitty car. If I showed you a picture of my shitty old car, it was green with the paint peeling off the roof and a damaged front and no lock on the door and no air conditioning, no power steering. I couldn't even steer in and out of parallel parking. Can you affirm just an experience with an SP? Yes, darling, do that. Merch, visualize it. Yes! Visualize. People may think that's a new LOA term. Oh my God, they'll probably get their bay leaves out and start burning them and saying, I'm trying to visualize abundance. Why is this visualizing not working? Because you dumb bitch, you're fucking burning bay leaves, that's why. How many lives do you do per day? 1 in the morning Australian time, 1 in the night Australian time, guys. So that's nighttime US and morning time US, or nighttime US, very early morning time US, and kind of morning time UK. But you got to follow me, guys. Just press the follow button and get the all notifications bell, and then you'll know when I go live. And also join the Facebook group. I'll give you a warning. Everything started with a thought, guys. Yes, guys. Everything. Every conversation with anyone is a conversation you just have with yourself consciously or not. Yes, darling, beyond divine. That's great. Exactly. How do you know when your subconscious is successfully impressed? Because you're not thinking of the old story. You're not worrying about it. You're not caring about it. Hang on. Scrolling up because I missed so many things. I love this story. Is this your new place? No, I'm still in my old place. Haven't moved yet. Doing that soon. The Lozmobile. Oh, my bestie has that car in yellow. I love it. Yes. Well, my SP test drove the yellow one and he was like, yellow looks great. I was like, it looks like a bumblebee. And now I think about it, it's a bee car because it has black and yellow. But I have my heart set on a white one. And the part of the manifestation that happened was when I went and sat down to sign up to it, he said, what colour do you want? And I said, white. And he said, oh, that's the only one we don't have. And I said, no, I want a white one. I want a white one. I want a white one. And he kept looking at my SP like, She's a nut. I told her there aren't any white ones, and I got a white one the next week. Even though there weren't any, one appeared. Because I didn't want yellow. Super cute. Isn't it cute? It's a little, it's a little compact. I love it. Yeah, you heard so much about your car, love. We get to see it. It was a bit dirty. Sorry, there's been really bad storms here, and there's all like sand and stuff been thrown all over it. And leaves and shit. Love, is it better to say SP's full name when we do affirmations? I don't think that's necessary, guys. Your brain knows who you're talking about. I think of scripting as a mind dump of everything on my mind. Yes, you can do that, guys. Just get rid of it all if you need to. Go burn that shit. If it's old stuff, then write a new mind dump of new stuff. Hang on, guys. Thank you. Yes, I love my car. I love it. I love your car success story. Yes. I manifested a lot. Snow and water and a lot of free time. All extreme, but my SP, I don't know. So you manifested snow. Look, guys, if you can manifest snow, you can manifest your SP. If I can manifest that car, I can manifest anything. Get it? Stop saying you can't. We don't even know their name. Haha, intrigued. What are we talking about? How to manifest my SP to invite me over. Apparently, he said he doesn't like guests over anymore. Well, forget about that, darling. That's some fear you have that he doesn't want you over at his house or doesn't want to be with you or doesn't want to be seen with you or some bullshit you got going on there. Forget about that. Just start saying he loves having me over at his house. He loves waking up to me every morning. He loves having me there. He loves cooking for me. He loves showing off his house to me. Can we manifest weather? Yes. I affirm that it will rain until SP comes back and it's rained for 2 weeks. Yes, darling. Look, you can just decide, well, I want to go for a walk in a minute and it's going to stop raining because I said so. Stuff like that. What are intentions? I've been watching Create Your Future, Katie, and they keep saying it. It's just affirmations, but just saying I intend rather than I am. It's like a light. It's like affirmation light. I am affirming light. Because some people might find it really clunky in their brain to say, I am loved. I intend to be loved and wanted. I intend you're going to do this. It's just a softer affirmation, really. I was at my new job today and told a college student about law of assumption. Oh, did you, darling? Good. Do you have to put current or future date when scripting? No, guys. You don't have to if you don't want to. The dates aren't, they're beyond your control anyway. I didn't know when I was going to get that car. I just knew I had the car. I didn't know when. I had no idea when it was going to happen. And the guys from the original car yard who told me I couldn't get a car at all, any car, no secondhand car at all, rang me up a month later and said, oh, we can give you a car. And my recording I have in my phone said, those guys from that yard will find me a car. They are the ones who'll get me a car. I was determined that it was going to be that yard. Right? And it was. But I didn't put a timestamp on it. The Canadian called me upset about his loss, so I talked to him about manifesting. Oh, did you, darling? I'm sure that'll help him. Just remember that I had this mentality that young love relationships can't last. This could be why mine didn't work out. It's absolutely why. Whatever assumption you have about the relationship, oh, this can't work out because he's newly divorced. Well, that was my assumption about my relationship. Oh, this will never work out because we met each other too soon. This will never work out because he's not over his ex. This will never... Constant in my mind. Constant story. Right? So until you get rid of that, it's fucked. If you have a story about he's too young for me and you're older and you keep hold of that story, you're fucked. If you hold of the story of, oh, young love doesn't last because we met each other too early, we met each other in high school sweethearts always split up, then you will. Stop that. Do we keep affirming even after we get what we want? Yes, affirm for your self-concept even after. What's this? Haha. I said in 2019, more free time. Summer 2020, I want snow, 1 metre. That day I said we will swim, but not thinking in the streets. Oh, God. Went out of her way to say she didn't have anyone around to help her. Oh, goodwill. Meaning you need to come and help me. Yes, otherwise you'll go back to the old ways. It's just new thinking. That's it. Yes, exactly, guys. Started raining for hours and she prayed, if you want me to survive, it has to stop raining. And, oh, what's this, Pamela? What's this story? I don't know. It's in the beginning of it. Everything starts with your thought, guys. Yes, will. Hang on, guys, going down. I manifest the job and home I want with my SP. Is this birds fall down? Yes, darling. Absolutely. If I want to be certain weight, do I just affirm I weigh 115 pounds? Yes, darling. Say things like weight is falling off me. I'm so wonderfully thin. Everyone loves how thin I am. Everyone's always commenting on how thin I look. how much weight I've lost, things like that, darling. I keep affirming I'm magnetic and all men love me, and a guy literally came up to me and said, can I marry you? I turned around last night to get up out of my chair and 2 guys were holding either side of my leather jacket like this. I was like, oh, thanks, gentlemen. Both, like I was in the 40s getting waited on. It's so funny. SP and I used to say all the time that we will tell our grandkids about our love story. Oh, that's lovely. Yes. That's how I lost 15 pounds in the beginning. Really, darling? Love it. Got this thing on my lip. I've got this mark on my lip. It's really annoying me. Lost my SP has been talking to 3 girls since we stopped talking, and I want to hook up with one. And wants to hook up. Oh, you don't want to. And wants to hook up with one. Guys, if they hook up with a girl, it doesn't mean shit. It'll probably just remind him, say in your mind, it'll remind him of me and that she's not me. Doesn't matter how many girls he sleeps with, they're not me, and he doesn't want them, he wants me. Every girl he's with reminds him of me, of how great I am. Say those things. Who was Neville to teach manifestation? Neville Goddard. He was around, he started like learning about manifesting in like the 30s and 40s. He started teaching it like in the maybe 50s and 60s, and he died in the 70s. I'm manifesting COVID will disappear. Yes, do that, please. I'm telling you all, the whisper method works so brilliantly. My thoughts came out of spa mouth, or SP's mouth. Oh, really? Your words that you whispered to your SP in your imagination came out of his mouth using whisper technique. Wonderful, darling, wonderful. I kept saying, if I accidentally manifested my ex, I never thought he'd come back. I can get SP. Yes, darling. Everyone's saying he's just really... Everyone is saying he's just trying really hard to get over me. Yes, guys, use the other girls as a way to get over you in your mind. Oh, he's only with other girls to try and get over me. And that's what so many people have said on the lives. Oh, he told me the third party was only around to try and get over you. I didn't care about her. I was just trying to get over you. Think that, darling, okay? Take good meaning from that and run with that story. That is why. That's why. These bitches don't mean shit. They're nothing burgers. All right, guys, I've got to go. I've been here for ages. I'll be live later, so do follow me, guys. And if you haven't joined the Facebook group, do go to the Facebook group Subconscious Laws and join us there, and you can watch the lives back. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I'm like deflated and hungover. I'll see you soon. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.